The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good evening and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Monday evening. Hope everyone had a great day. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hello, Yolanda. Those of you who weren't able to join me this morning on ShareVision, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you will see that today I have passed the Trader Career Path Evaluation. I'm doing very well today, Yolanda, and hope you are as well. I am now a funded trader, or I will be as soon as the paperwork gets to me and I send it back in. Hopefully we'll be able to start taking funded trades by Thursday or Friday. So tonight we focus on the Gauntlet Mini, which I did very bad on. Thanks, Matt. I'm sorry to hear that, Yolanda. You'll get it. I know you will. Actually, I did today was a best of times, worst of times kind of day because I passed the career path and had one of my worst days ever on the Gauntlet Mini. So I went back about $1,500. So starting from I have about $1,000 worth of drawdown left in the Gauntlet Mini, so I got to be careful. But we're gonna forge ahead and try and find some good trades. Or if not, we'll reset and go from there. Thank you very much, Yolanda. I really appreciate it. So far this evening, we've been coming downward on NQ. Not at a very fast pace, but it's come down about 45 points since the open. It's been pretty much, we rebounded some earlier. Powell spooked the market today, right here, where it dropped 64 points in 1 minute, when he said that there's a possibility that they might increase interest rates by more than 25 basis points if the need arises. And that spooked the market. Big sell-off down here. Tried to recovered a little bit, and then we're heading back down now. Absolutely, I'm ready for green as well. Both in my P&L and in my wallet. I guess instead of having MNQ over here, I'll move over to NQ, because I've been trading NQ in the regular Gauntlet. Maybe I shouldn't be, because I had a bad day. But we'll see how it goes. Just going to try and take the signals as they come. Looks like we have light volume so far. Gold even had light volume on the open here. It's increased some. Gold was going up most of the day. Copper, very light volume. I mean, it bit me today, obviously, but I did an analysis through NQ, through NT of my trade performance the other day. Let's see, here's trade performance window. Just this Gauntlet. Let's see. Hold on. Take that out. No wait. Which gauntlet am I on? 75D. Okay. Both 75D. Crap. 75D. 14. No. 75D 11397. There we go. Okay. That's right. So anyway, I did a analysis on just this gauntlet mini. And just NQ. Give me 1 minute while I do that again. I do not use journal ticks, but I've heard good things. I've also heard people complain about it, that sometimes it doesn't work. But I could contact Earn to Trade and get my journal ticks started. Would be a good idea. I probably should journal a little bit and do some of that. So, from the start of this gauntlet till today, even with the bad loss today, on just the NQ, not MNQ, just NQ, on this gauntlet alone, I'm up $5,915. I'll have to check it out. Maybe I'll get it hooked up onto the gauntlet account and see what I can see how it works. So now that shows you how bad I've done on just about every other product. If I'm up almost $6,000 on the gauntlet and in NQ, of course that doesn't include commissions, and I'm only up now by like $100 on the whole entire gauntlet. I've lost like $1,500 on crude oil. I've lost like $1,500 on gold. And I've lost like $1,500 in commissions on this gauntlet account. But NQ is giving me $5,915 in profit. If I had just have traded NQ and nothing else, I would have already passed this gauntlet mini. And that's with a 47% win rate. But my profit is 1.73 to 1 reward to risk. So NQ's kind of become my thing somehow. But Yolanda, that's I like that idea. I would definitely check out journal ticks. See if I can figure it out first, and then we can talk about it. Okay, looks like crude oil rolled because I have like no volume on my crude oil on NT. Someone remind me how to force roll a contract on NT. We won't worry about it. I just won't take any crude trades tonight, which is probably a good thing. How, Yolanda, when you say real time, does it update just once a day, or how does that work? Big move down there on gold. 1.2 points. Okay. Can you force it to update? Like, is there a button to push to make it update? See, now I'm asking you, asking you all these questions about it. Okie doke. By the way, everyone, I just posted a video up as well. It's a short video, like 90 seconds, about the special Friday, April 1st stream. It's entitled, Is the Mighty Ox a Fool? You know, I'm going to kill this Crude and see if I get a new one. Hi, Red. On April 1st, I'm trading the London session. I'm coming online at 1 AM Eastern, trading the London session, going into the non-farm payrolls report and the New York cash open. So it'll be an all-nighter for about a 9.5 hour stream. Couldn't spend 90 seconds to watch the video, huh? Alright, there we go. Now I got a Crude chart. Yeah, I know Vincent trades London too. So, you know, I'm going to be relying on you normal London traders to be keeping me awake. So we're continuing to bleed down. NQ dropping down to 14,342. We were there earlier today, a few times. Besides this drop, which obviously started well before it came online. Not much else is happening. Not a lot of volume on the other assets. Gold's kind of sideways after that big move down. Here's the top of the hour, so we'll see what anything pops. On where and why, how and that. What are we talking about? You're talking about rolling the contract? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I figured out with that I just needed to close out the window and bring it back up. 'Cause I'm an idiot. Yeah, I meant Ninja Trader, but and then I remembered all I would need to do is close the window and bring close the chart out and bring the new chart up, and it would have the new contract. So yeah, I'm an idiot. Gold now below VWAP, heading down as well. So missed a couple of opportunities here so far, but that's okay. I tell you, now I feel so much more comfortable on YouTube than I do in ShareVision streaming. It seems like I'm constantly having to worry about something going on in ShareVision, and I don't know. I still don't know if what's going on with why it keeps dropping over there. I know last night I was noticing, my internet had an issue, but today when it was dropping, I didn't notice any other performance issues. Like nothing else was dropping, so I can't figure out what's going on. But I guarantee you that if things don't change on ShareVision, once if this funded trader thing works out, and I can make good income, ShareVision might end up going away. Now, if this starts dropping out tonight, then I'll eat my words. Right now I'm trading a 75K Gauntlet Mini. I only have one TCP. I didn't have money for two. And I already got confused the Gauntlet and the TCP multiple times throughout this event. So I think having a third account would have been even more confusing. I need to find something to replace that box up at the top with the total in it. Not sure how I'm going to show my P&L once I'm on the funded account. Hello, Foster Holt. That's a very broad question. Can you be more specific on what you're asking? Do you mean like what asset is easier to trade, or I'm not exactly sure what you mean. So how low will she go? Say I did a bit of that through eBay a couple years back. Yeah, quitting's easy. Quite honestly, I mean, I'll be very honest. If I hadn't started a streaming thing and that Reddit community and all that, where I knew people were expecting me to come stream and were telling me how much they look forward to it each morning in the room and stuff, There was a couple times I might have quit. Hello, Deco. For the new day that started at 5 p.m., nothing so far. Earlier today, I passed the trader career path evaluation, so waiting on the paperwork there, and I'll be a funded trader. And I took a big loss on the Gauntlet account. Oh yeah, right. I feel much better now. I had something changed this month where things just started improving. 100%. So it's a couple of different things, but yeah, as long as I don't end up blowing the funded account somehow, things will be good. Thank you, Deco. I appreciate it, Red. The Earn to Trade Discord community has also been a big help. Oh yeah, I still plan on trading micros for that whole 25K funded leg, and definitely the start of the 50K as well, since then I'll be on a constantly trailing drawdown. Constantly trailing drawdown scares me. Well, the entire TCP was traded with micros, micro Nasdaq, with the exception of I took one accidental NQ trade on it, and luckily it didn't kill me. That's basically what I do now, Rad. This time of night I'm trading 3 MNQ. I let 2 hit the profit target, and then I let 1 trail, but with a tight trail. I guess I can remove that TCP only. And then during the day, I run 2 with a higher profit target and a slightly higher stop. Gold back to the SMA line. Nasdaq showing a little green. Crude. Crude made a nice bounce off VWAP and vaulted up. Oh wow, I didn't even realize crude's back up over 112. So much for the gas getting cheaper. So looking for a few entries here and there. Gold might be bouncing off the SMA. Thanks for stopping in, Rad. I really appreciate it. Have a good evening. So let's go take a look at some support and resistance here, I guess. So here is the big recovery right before close. 75 points up. Right there's the next, really the next support. All the way down at 264. It's a big gap up there into the 4 o'clock hour. Basically regained everything, the entire Powell loss. Gold. Trying to convince me it wants to come up here. Crude. Basically straight up all day. Opened the day all the way down at 103, so it's come up a full 9 points. A little over 24 hours. Seems like it's actually being easier to trade than what it was the first time it started, but I wouldn't have taken this here, which would have been a shame because it did reverse by 20 ticks, but then it dropped 66. Band bounce here. I believe that might even go into probably went down to the 4th band there, and boom, back up by low of that candle, 111.36. Hit a high of 112.69, so well over $1,000 in like 10 minutes. Gold is sending a long signal there. Gold's been biting me a lot. Glad it doesn't have rabies. Remember, folks, I expect thumbs up and I expect you to laugh at my dumb jokes. Hey, Contra, thank you very much, man. How are you doing? Green days are always good. Green Day's not a bad band either. So far, a quiet night as we're just trending downward slowly. Slowly. Copper sending a short signal. No idea why I said that with a New York accent. Gold looks like it's trying to came up a little bit and now it's trying to come back down. Low earlier was 1934.3. 1935.1. We'll watch that. Crude popping down. Starting to see bigger candles on crude. Don't think I'm gonna mess with them unless they give me, unless it's on an actual signal there. It's on a signal, but we're still uptrending, so I don't trust that. Hey, Thomas. How are you tonight? Thank you. I appreciate that. Got it this morning. Just haven't figured out what to replace that up there with, so just gonna let it sit there for a day or two. Yep, hit three green trades last night. First green trade this morning got me over. And but for those of you that weren't there for it, it was pure torture. I entered the trade. I knew what I needed. I needed 30 points, which is what I normally go for anyway. In the mornings, two micro Nasdaqs for 30 points. How often do you see a Nasdaq trade, an NQ trade, last 45 minutes? Seriously, 45 minutes. Let's go back in time. Let's turn back time. Oh, turn back too much time. I got in somewhere here. I forget exactly where. And it came up here, Kept grinding down, grinding down, grinding down, grinding down. And it came up here, and it scared me because right here, it came within one tick of hitting my stop. One tick. And then finally this whoosh down here. Let me look at the time. Let me see if I actually, let me make sure I have the times right. I think I still have them here. MNQ, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's right. From 6:47 a.m. till 7:31 a.m. So that's my time. Hold on, let me check these signals as this popped, and then we'll go back in time again. Long signal here. Do we trust it? Long downtrend. Hit the bands. We don't trust it. We'll go back in time. Gauntlet today, I actually took a big hit in. Went backwards by about $1,500. So it was best of times, worst of times situation. But that's okay. Gives me time to get this done while in the live sim, so I can live sim here as well. So okay, so 6:47. So I got in. I saw it pop back up, and it came back down, and I think MNQ actually sent me a different signal. So I got in on this candle right here. It's okay. I still got $1,000 worth of drawdown to play with. I'll get it back. And it immediately popped up with this big candle. And I actually I moved the stop. Just something I usually don't do. I felt like it wanted to come down. Normally I'm running a 15-point stop. So I tried. No, I didn't move the stop. Never mind. So anyway, so it comes down here, grinding down, up, down, up, down. And then here is where it came within one tick of my stop. Because my stop was up in the bands, and I didn't move it, luckily. I moved it down just slightly, but not enough. It came within one tick of my stop. Continued down. Then we went back up. I saw this wick down and come back up, and I thought, oh, this is where it's going to reverse. And I think I even said at that time, if this comes above the SMA line, we're going to get out for a small profit. So, and then luckily I had a nice whoosh down, 7-point candle. Then hit the wick again here, and I'm like, that's bad sign. Came up a little bit green. Then finally it hit target on this candle here. Came down, hit target number 1, and I stayed in through a little bit of the backdraft, but once I noticed that I had what I thought I needed, I got out hoping that it wasn't going to go against me on slippage, because I was over by $3. So that was the trade. So from here, now hold on, I can box it. Rectangle. Oh, I can just do this. From here to, sorry, didn't mean to move that. There. That was the trade. That long. I mean, and that's unusual for that time of the morning on NQ. Now you can see NQ then just went totally sideways the rest of the morning, which is kind of what nailed me. I started losing when I went over to the Gauntlet account, and then I didn't get in on these. So, but yeah, 47 minutes of I'm sorry, 43 minutes of fun and excitement, just making me work to get that passing trade. The long signal did come back down. I maybe should not have traded the Gauntlet account this morning after passing the TCP and getting a little bit too, I don't know, I don't want to say excited, but it's okay. Gauntlet will recover. No more consistency rule on the TCP, so I don't have to stick to 525 in a day there. So if I just trade the TCP, as long as I'm keep doing my 2-to-1, that's what frustrated me because I was trading MNQ almost exclusively on the TCP and doing so well, and then I move over to Nasdaq and it like decides to just turn against me. Crude did send a short signal there. Might want to slowly grind down, but I don't trust it. It's still a little sideways. Of course, it's going to go well. So this might have been a pullback here on NQ. We'll see if it breaks back down below that SMA and wants to head back down. Or further down, I should say. We're starting to see slower moves here, small candles. Half hour's 30 seconds away. I think another Asia market comes on. I say just about every evening stream, I'm going to look up to see what Asian markets come online when, and I still haven't. So I probably said that about 50 times. Nothing major happening yet. To move down here. Thank you for that reminder, Yolanda. Everyone should listen to Yolanda. Hello, John. Yes, you did. Passed the trader career path this morning. Getting a short signal here on NQ. 333. Low of this move was 334, so right below the low of that move, but we are very close to the bands. I don't have my band things on here. I gotta fix that. Crap. Thank you, John. So we got a short signal. And I have the chart ready to go here. We can pop back up green. If it comes back down, we're going to jump in. But it's popped up above that original candle, so we shall wait. Wait we shall. It's actually sending a long signal, so we will really wait now. Kappa. Not much volume, not jumping in there. Not sure what NQ's doing here. It's just kind of stuck there. Not sure how long it's going to take to get the funded account set up. They haven't sent me the paperwork yet. But hopefully Thursday or Friday we'll start taking trades on it. Put the chart away for now and we'll continue watching. That would have been an excellent short signal there on crude. It's gone down about 33 ticks and it's resting on VWAP. How's your trading going, John? Coming back down here. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Great job. Hello, Short the VIX. The buy and sell signals you're seeing on my trading view charts come from an indicator called uh, Super Trend by Kivak Ozbilgic. Sorry. And the default multiplier on it is a 3, but I change it to 2.2. I'm here looking at the wrong thing. 330, we're sitting at 335. See, we're kind of straight right now, so we'll watch. FTMO, that's Forex, John, am I right? Big move there on excuse me, hiccuping all of a sudden. Big move down there on gold. Big move down on NQ there as well. Try to bend those bands. Gold wicked big time there. Shot down about 2 points, came right back up. Hello, Joseph Van Pixterin. I'll just call you Joseph there so I don't mess up your name. Give me 1 second here. The problem with the trading view is if an alert fires, it covers up what you're doing. And Super Trend by Kivak Ozbilgic. Kiva. It's one of them. It has 30,000 likes or whatever you call them on TradingView. It's one of the most popular ones. They do have a built-in Super Trend, but it doesn't come with the alerts. So you want the one by this guy. And welcome to the stream. If you're new, I haven't seen your name before. We're coming down on NQ here. Let's see if it wants to continue. 330.50 was where it came down to before at 330.30. We're going to put a trade in on the ask. Oh no, it's showing green again. Every time it sees me come near it. You're welcome, Short the VIX. Feel free to ask any question anytime. Okay, we are in on NASDAQ. NQ. To continue to head down here. Still bouncy here. Hoping we're continuing to head down after a little bit of consolidation. There we go. Seeing some red there. Kind of jumpy. Of course, it's NQ, so that's to be expected. New candle here. There we go. Watching it. Struggling a little bit around 22. There we go. Nope, popped a little bit there. Ah. Oh. Seeing green. Try to come back up to my entry. Hopefully it fails. Not liking what I'm seeing on the bid and the ask there. My stop is just above the SMA line. Maybe it's going to come up and bounce. MNQ sending a long signal here. That's not a good sign. There we go. Back to red. NQ certainly doesn't make it easy. There we go. There's some more red. Not a lot of red though. Back to my entry point. SMA line is now downtrending nicely. Starting to see some lower numbers on the bid. Low of this move so far was 321 and a quarter. There we go. Another move down. Watching. With a green pop here again. Need to watch it. It seems like it's struggling right here. Second time it's popped back up there. Might need to take the small gains. My stop loss is now well above the SMA line. Crude also sending us a signal. Try to pop back up there. We'll ignore that for now. There we go. Back down to 322. Struggling there again. There's 321. Seems like there's a bunch of orders on the bid in the 320. There we go. Stops move to break even. Yeah, and Q's just doing this slow torture thing to me today, Matt. We got down as low as 18. See if we can get more here. Top of the hour's in 8 minutes. We'll want to watch that. Hey Lennox, how you doing? Popping back up again. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. Stuck here at 323. It's trying to come down again now. Seeing 320 again on the bid. Copper always wants attention when I'm busy. It's like a child. There we go, 319. Pop in there again. So the low of this move, like I said, is 318. 318 even. We're at 318.75. It's pushing down. There we go. Does it have another 10 points in it? That's the question. I don't know. Well, maybe it does. There we go. Down to 14. Watching. Candle in 3 seconds. A bit of green. Down wick there. Gotta still give it room. There we go. Slow. So slow. It's so slow. Sorry. Come for the trading, stay for the singing. Looking for it to break here at 314. Trying to get down to 19. I'm sorry, not 19. Sorry. 09. Have it in it. Slowed down. Stuck around 315. Right now we're guaranteed about 6 points of profit with where my stop's at. Obviously that'll be a little bit of a downer, but profit's profit. We'll just kind of see. Gotta give this room to try and continue moving down. Low here so far has been 313.50. Another torturous trade. Oh crap, top of the hour. In 50 seconds. Ninja Trader froze. I'm seeing movement on TradingView and Ninja Trader is frozen. Uh-oh. Ninja Trader has frozen. Getting our trader. There we go. There's Ninja Trader back. There we go. I have our trader up now just in case I can't exit out of this, but it seems to be working now. Trailing stop is trailing. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Yeah, that's what I want. Wait, that sounded bad. Right now we're guaranteed 22 points of profit. Try to see if this will go any further down. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, we're out of that trade. Boom, yeah. That's the way we recover from a bad loss on the gauntlet. Let's bring up those stats. $615, folks. $615 trade. We got in Sorry. There's my Pennsylvania Dutch coming through. We got in at 14,329, out at 14,298.75. a little bit more than 30 points. Trade lasted 22 minutes, or just shy of 22 minutes. $615. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Linux. Thank you, Matt. Ah. I've gotten so much better at that. The the urge to jump out of that trade when it was like $100 up or struggling there around 150 was absolutely crazy. Especially after taking the big loss today in this account. Yeah, earlier today, on the trade day that just ended. Was thinking I should just take some profit, and I kept saying, nope, give it room to work. Do what you've been doing on the TCP that's been working. You've just been letting it go. There's no reason that this won't work the same way just because it's the mini and not the micro. As you can see, we got out pretty much just at the right time. It went down like 5 more points, and that was it. Big pop up there. Ah, yes. I feel so much better now. If I hit another one like that tonight, I'll have to sim trade tomorrow because I'll be at consistency. Long signal there on NQ, but not taking that, thinking it's just going to be a pullback. But yeah, when it came up here, I thought, I should get out. These 2 green candles. What did I just knock down? Yes. Yes, also sending a long signal there. Think in terms of value, that's one of my top 10 trades. $615. So now we wait for our next opportunity. Try not to give too much back, but when you have now that I've given myself a buffer, obviously I don't want to give it all back. That's definitely not the goal, but I can, not be afraid to take the next trade. Not that, I really felt any fear that time, and that's the biggest change is I really don't feel the fear anymore. The fear of losing. Gold's just under VWAP. Where's our VWAP here? VWAP, VWAP. Oh, well above, so, okay. Copper. Trying to convince me it wants to come up as well. It's a good setup. Down, that whole down, slightly up, down, and it looks like it wants to head up. Do a VWAP sitting right there. We'll watch it. Me and Copper still have issues. Yeah. But right there is 5 ticks. Let's see if it breaks VWAP. See how many times I say VWAP. You know you love hearing me say VWAP. Who wouldn't love hearing me say VWAP? I've said it so much it's lost all its meaning now. Bounced off the SMA line. Uh, that would have been a good quick scalp signal there, 5 points. Copper did bounce off VWAP, still looking like it wants to try and challenge it. Copper versus VWAP, round 2. Russell. Yeah, it's interesting how the indices are all slightly different, even when they make the same moves. Like NQ, almost hit the band there. S&P did hit the third band, and Russell just absolutely annihilated it and probably hit the fourth band. All would have been good reversal plays, by the way. Instead of waiting for that signal, if I played that reversal, could have got about 15 points. Do want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button and subscribe if you haven't, I would really appreciate it. We do stream 10 times a week, 5 times here, 5 times on ShareVision. I did just post a video about the special all-nighter stream on April 1st. So we're kind of riding underneath the SMA line now. Gold's coming up to approach its VWAP as well. Hope no one ever starts a drinking game where they drink every time I say VWAP or SMA. Because I think they'll die of alcohol poisoning. Copper did give us a good short signal back here. Would have given me that profit target. Seems like it's the only good signal it's given all night. I mean, it was a slow grind up. A lot of pullbacks from the open. That's Bitcoin doing. Bitcoin's at 41. Trying to decide if we should take a flyer on gold if it decides to break VWAP. Copper backed off VWAP. NQ is kind of slithered above its SMA. said slithered. Slithered. What's agriculture doing? Ooh, soybeans. Big move up there. Seriously, that's a big move for soybeans. Corn. Corn's making some decent moves as well, as is the rest of the soybean product. Wheat. Did wheat ever calm down? That's Japanese yen. Yen's falling. Euro's falling. British pound's falling. Wheat, sideways. Silver sideways too. Is that on a 1 minute? I always keep silver on a 5 minute. Silver, oh, there's a nice move down on silver as well. 390 down to 315. $375. Sorry, don't mean to yawn in your ear. Okay. So, you know, off this long signal, NQ's gone back up 7 points. Is that it, really? Like more than that. Yeah, 7 points. Nothing to write home about. But it didn't bounce like I thought it might. Yeah, okay then Q, trying to like just kind of go back up. And gold is right at its VWAP again. Everybody got quiet in the chat. I'm not sure if like that win I got like shocked everybody. UltraBond. I know. I'm just joking around, Matt. It's tough to find something to say to fill the dead air when there's absolutely nothing going on. And I'm just saying SMA and VWAP. SMA VWAP. SMA VWAP. Gold with a short signal, so gold bounced off VWAP and down. Ooh, and UltraBond coming to life. Usually you don't see that in the evening. Bounce there on NQ as well, back down to the SMA. I think the indices might want to bounce up here. I don't know though. I mean, this would be a resistance area here where we came back up at 332. Be enough room to get 15 points here. Yeah, of course, if it comes all the way back, that's obviously enough room for 20. Continuing to watch. Yes, it is, which makes me wonder. I mean, I don't know. That other software I'm using, it shows me that I'm dropping frames. So dropping frames wouldn't be a share vision thing. It's a connection thing. But I don't understand. I don't know. Unless it's more or less that, it's the internet connection is not 100% stable, and that software is just more sensitive to that. I don't know. I got to figure it out. Like I was saying earlier, if this whole funded trader thing continues to, does work out, where I can make a decent income from it, and I might end up saying goodbye to ShareVision and cutting it down to like maybe 7 streams a week. I'll do all mornings and then a couple of evenings. Yeah, I see. That's the other thing is, I mean, I broadcast on the other software, ShareVision. I only broadcast at 720 because when I broadcast at 1080, people say they get bad, bad quality. But here for YouTube, using Streamlabs, I'm broadcasting at 1080, and I broadcast 30 frames a second on ShareVision, and I broadcast 60 frames a second here. I agree, but for income purposes, I'll stay there for now. But in April, we're also going to move, like I said, all morning streams will be uh, YouTube and Twitch, and all evening streams will be share version. Normally, I mean, tonight I've had great viewership here, but normally, the evening streams have less viewership. But I think that'll be better. It also is just, I admit that I'm not sure how I came up with this schedule, but it is kind of confusing trying to remember where I'm at, and it's probably cost me viewers. Unfortunately, that little rant I had 2 Fridays ago also, I think, cost me a couple viewers, active viewers. There's been a couple people that were regular chatters that I haven't seen since then. We're squeezing here on NQ. Tight. Gold sent that short signal, came back up. Now looks like it might be primed to come down. We also see NQ coming down, back down under the SMA line. That's interesting as well. NQ's been one big down movement so far. This is what could just be a pullback. There's the short signal on NQ. It's kind of going in and out. I don't know. It's right there in the bands. Let's blow that up. I don't like that there. I actually like gold more than I like NQ right now. Although me and gold have been fighting as well. Watching both because I got those skills. There's a new signal in NQ. Now I like that signal better if it stays because we're curling down the bands and it didn't just bounce on a band. But it's kind of jumpy. We are approaching 9:30. Things are might slow down a bit here. Short signal went away right before the candle closed. Watching both of these. Oil pop. So gold. I should have went with gold. Gold did come down. Probably gonna stay out of gold now because I don't want to. Oops. I don't want to. I don't want to chase. Gold bites enough. So we'll just watch NQ for now. It's popping back up. Back to our main screen here while we wait. Ooh, yeah. Big move back up there on gold. 6 points. Relatively big move. And gold pulled back as well there, or pulled up, or pulled something. Now it's to come up again. We are already on a long signal here. So we're back to that conundrum of if it gets back above 21, do we go long? Didn't really affect the price of Bitcoin yet. Good evening, Jake. I feel like gold does want to come down. Had this big move down, came back up. How dare he? Wow. Wait, 89,000 Bitcoin? That's $3.6 billion. It's really not doing anything. Here's the Bitcoin chart. I mean, it's basically been running the same way that NQ's been running. No real movement, for that pop. Now everything is sideways. quiet falls beyond the land. Crude sideways as well, all the way up near 113. Ah. Thanks, Linux. I appreciate that. You need to get her into trading, and you two can like sync. Oh, well, there you go. That's a good setup too. Gold popped up here. Small little move there. Nothing to write home about. Copper popping as well. Copper's, you know, it challenged VWAP earlier and then never really done anything with it. Now it's challenging it again. It's been sideways. You can see very little volume. See spaces between the candles. We're squeezing now on NQ. Bands are close together. That trade might have been our one good trade of the night. We'll see. About another hour's worth of streaming. If it's only a one good trade tonight, that's fine. I only have one account to trade right now, so gives us something to play with for tomorrow's stream. If I had the money, I would start another account, another TCP or something, but I don't. Oh, sure, Elon Musk can rant and not lose viewers. On this gauntlet, 1290. Speaking of that, though, does anyone else think that somebody typoed when they started creating these accounts on Earn to Trade. You have, you have the 25K, the 50K, and the 75K, and all that. Okay, but there it's fine. But the profit targets of, 1750, and then 3,000 and 4,300. How did they come up with 4,300 for the 75K and not 4,500? I swear that had to have been some sort of typo, and they just left it. Oh, it's really cool about the fact that that trailing stop really worked on that trade. Um, is that it ended up being a 3-to-1 reward risk, which means that I've been using 20 by 10, so I could lose 3 trades in a row before going back to break even. And obviously, I don't want to lose 3 trades in a row, but usually I don't, as long as I'm following the signals and whatnot. So I kind of, it was the trailing stop worked perfectly there. Big move up there on NQ. Did break through that resistance. The next major resistance is at 332. I don't really like it though. Hey Chris, yeah, I passed it this morning. I just haven't found something to replace that yet up there. And besides, I'm kind of like it there. It looks nice for now. So yeah, I passed it this morning. And just waiting on the paperwork now. Thank you. Hello, Paul. Yeah, only thing about Apex, I don't, uh, I gotta get used to non-end of day drawdowns. That's, which I gotta get used to anyway, eventually with Earn to Trade, but yeah, yes, Chris, it is. I'm going live sim. I will always go live sim if I have the opportunity. That's still end of day. I mean, I'm eventually gonna have to do the trailing drawdown anyway, because the TCP after the 25K and the Gauntlet Mini after the live sim, you got to go to full live and deal with that. You just gotta, trade small until you get a cushion. Yeah, no fees on the live sim either. Now I will say that since I've pretty much on at least the TCP have stuck to just NQ or MNQ, I'm only going to need the one data. So I can get some money before I decide if I want to add data for these other products. So NQ bounced there. It looks like it might want to come back down. But we're kind of in a tightish range. Um, I think it's more that it wasn't discipline. It was being over conservative. I had this fear of losing, so I wouldn't take trades. And, you know, and so I'll keep going 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. I wasn't blowing accounts, but I wasn't going anywhere either. So, I was just, I would, if you go back on some of my streams, you might see me take 2 trades the entire time, but you might hear me say, well, I should have taken that one, I should have taken that one, I should have taken that one. And now I'm just taking more trades. Like last night on last night I took 3 on MNQ, and normally I might have taken 1 in a night. And I won all 3 of those. And then I won the first one this morning to put me over the top. Short signal here. So it's not like I'm blindly taking signals, but the stats on these signals tell me I should win 60% of the time, most times. And I would take a loss, and I wouldn't want to take another, so I would get skittish, or I would get a win and then not want to give back. And so I wasn't letting the statistics work for me, the averages. Well, this move here was 306. Low down here is 293. We're at 313 here. If we break 306, then we might try to see if we're going to head down further. And the other thing, and honestly, and people told me this and I was stubborn, I've sort of on the TCP, I was concentrating only on one product. And that was MNQ. Nothing else. So I think concentrating on just the one product did help. I've taken some serious losses in crude and gold on the Gauntlet account. I do believe I can trade them, and I do believe that I have the ability to trade multiple assets. But perhaps as I'm building up here, I should just concentrate on 1 or 2. Thanks, Paul. Have a good evening. See you next time. MNQ coming down. Or NQ, I'm sorry. So looking for this break of 306. Big move down on copper. Yes. Yes, you are. Still the 80-20 split. On the TCP, the live sim is restricted to the first $1,750 in profit. And then you move to the next level. The Gauntlet is the first 5, get 5,000. Then you got to move the live. Getting ready to take this NQ if it continues to move down here. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. This evening. If you hear from YouTube, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back here tomorrow morning for our next live stream. And then back tomorrow night, Wednesday morning on ShareVision. Popped up here on NQ, so no go there yet. We'll wait. Gold sent this long signal, bumping up against VWAP again. See if it can break VWAP. Crude oil. Short signal, but we're kind of like, it's unsure of itself right now. NQ trying to come back up above its SMA. I don't know, are you near a pond, Jake? Ducks are probably flying north right now. NQ giving us a long signal, but do we trust it? Still kind of rangy here. Kind of want to see it get it back above 325. Have a great night, Matt. See you in the morning. And pull back there on NQ. So right now we're kind of boring. This would be a good gold signal. Did finally break VWAP. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, everything's sideways here. So keep trading for a little bit. See if anything else pops. If not, one good trade in a night is more than enough. Coming back down again on NQ. Big move down there on Kappa. Watching NQ again. So curling down here. Gonna get an NQ chart ready. Would like to see a break of 306. 306. We're at 310 now. Came down, came back up, consolidated. It might be ready to come down and continue its move down. Or maybe not. Pop back up. Small candles. Gold hit its SMA line, hit the VWAP, and curling back up. NQ still unsure. It's kind of, I don't know, just hanging there. And we're back to trying to head up. Basically, we're in a range here. We're looking to either get below 306 or above 325. So a 20-point range here. Looking to decide which way it wants to go. Signal on gold coming down. Gold's hanging right around VWAP. NASDAQ hanging right around its SMA. So it's trying to come down again. 306 is our down number. Good evening, Jamie. And back up. So no direction right now. How's it going, Jamie? You at work? Kappa trying to come back up. Yes, waiting? Yeah, there we go. Watching and waiting. Waiting. Down to 310 on NQ. There's the move we were kind of looking for. So we're going to get below 306. Which we're there. Kinda. We're filled on NQ. Looking to see if we continue to head downward. Should have probably just taken it as soon as it came off that SMA line, but get some green here. Green candle up. This might have been reversal. See if it stays below that SMA line. So those green candles match that big red candle. See if it comes from my stop. Yep. Okay. New candle there. Pulled away from my stop a little bit. Yep. Hey. One tick away from my stop now. Oh, right back down. Nice little yeah. And back up. Okay, stopped out. So we gave a little bit back there. Okay, Jake. So $430 now for the night. That's okay. I won't take anything now unless I get an official signal. Ironically, let's just see something here though. Here was this last signal that I did get. I gotten in there with a 10-point stop. Yeah, still wouldn't be anywhere. Still be in the trade. Mm. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any BTC, and I don't have any money to trade BTC, but it does help. It does help bring up my Shiba Inu. What, BTC? No, highest it ever reached was like 63K. Couldn't you like put more money in that account, Jake? Uh, uh, it depends on the analyst. Some analysts predict it going to zero. Some predict it going to 500,000. I have no clue where it's gonna go. Oh, okay. Copper moving down, breaking the band though. Gold popping up. NQ trying to pop up again, pop back down, put its right leg in, pull its right leg out, shake it all about. ES sending a short signal there, and Crude. Yeah, ES is sending the short, Crude sending a short. Crude was squeezing too. And Q at the short. Shall we try once more? Ooh, whip back up. What the heck is Rubet? The only thing I usually do with lotteries or whatever is every now and then when the Powerball or Mega Millions is up like super high, I'll buy a ticket or two. Knowing there's no way I'll win, but yeah. And a curl back up to the SMA. Slow grind down. Maybe down. Can't even tell which way it's really going. Still sideways on Crude. And back up to the SMA line again. 1 second. And back above the SMA line, and it can't decide what it wants to do. What it wants to do. Thanks, Yolanda. Have yourself a great night. And if you're around tomorrow morning, I'll see you then. Big move back up here, thank you. It just has no idea what it wants to do right here. And when I say big, it's relative to the action. For in Q, it's small normally, but Crude is a short signal, but into the bands. And I'll win those ones from high school. So all the way back down, up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Sending that short signal there. If it holds, we'll take one more trade. Pull back there. It did not hold. Got to know when to hold them. Yep. Left it there. They were filled. 14,307.50. Moving our risk down slightly. Ooh, there's a nice move down. Immediately he wants to try and come back up though. Someone beat that candle down. Stand below the SMA for so far. 4 straight odd green candles here. This will be our last, excuse me, this will be our last trade of the night either way. Looks like it's trying to break that SMA. Yeah, it's coming up. Bounce back down here would be nice. Well, big move up and back down. Nice wick up. Hit that third band. See if that's the start of a reversal here. So trying to head up. Getting beaten back down as it does. Yep. New candle here. Hey, it looks like it's trying to curl up. Man, I got that one good trade and then lousy entries on 2 others. That's going to sit here and dawdle. Wow. Prefer the dawdling than coming for me. Ah, man. Yep, I'm going to get stopped. Yep. Okay. So we ended up giving back a bunch of money tonight. Rose up 615, now up 280. We'll get it back tomorrow. This is going to reverse. Watch it. Let's watch it reverse on this next candle, and then we will call it a night. Yep. Look at that. Boom down. Oh, went right back up. That's an interesting looking candle. Okay, let's go continue to head up now. So I do want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Hopefully to add to our totals. Hopefully not continue to go backwards. And we'll see you then. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Bye. You too, Linux.